Sunday the 26th of March and we are on the FTSE 100. So let's have a recap of this market from last week in relation to our Sunday analysis video, and then we will have a look at it for the trading week ahead. Okay, so last week we were looking at the rejection on the FTSE at the all-time highs. We had a pin bar on the Thursday, and then on the Friday we had a doji candle which once again pressed up into those all-time highs and rejected. So we were looking at potential weakness in this market. For confirmation, we were looking for a break below Thursday's low price. That's what we've seen on the FTSE 100 last week. We've seen another press up into these all-time highs, and then the FTSE has came off very, very strongly. Now, for the trading week ahead, there are a few different things I am looking at. Let me just get rid of all of this off of the charts. Now, we have been stalling down at these 7,310 levels. What the FTSE 100 is doing is just testing this shorter term trend line. You can see the market has tested once, twice, three times. We've came down very, very strongly, and price action is presently sitting at these levels. Now, if we zoom out also, we have a much longer term trend line to take into consideration. Let me just shrink this price action down, scroll all the way back. I'm just going to mark this in here, up to here. What we can see is we have tested once, tested twice, and then we have tested again. So we've tested in June, November, and then again in December. Now the market is currently coming down into those levels. I'll just make this larger once again. So this whole section right here is very important for the FTSE 100. Both areas we have seen bulls stepping in repeatedly. We can see it's happening once again. And really what I want to see next week is if we start to break through these levels. If we do, it's a sign of more bearish price action coming into the FTSE 100. So we have had a strong down day, but currently the market is holding at these levels. If we start to break below, really FTSE is coming down into at least the 7,215 to 7,220 area, and more likely down toward the 7,130 area. Let's just mark this in right here. Let's mark in this low here, all the way up. These are really the key support levels down below. So if we do start to break through these sloping trend lines, that will be the next likely move for the FTSE 100. Now, for next week also, what are we looking at for shorter term? Well, we still have our support levels right here. You can see where the market has been testing. We break above, come down, test once again and press off. And we're currently sitting at these levels. Now, breaks through this level will be an early indication that perhaps this trend line is going to break. If we start to see the market accepting below these levels, it's giving us a little early clue. Down below, the next real level of support is down at these areas down here. If we see the market breaking through, potentially sell, down. This would then become a good buy zone. If we see perfect price action, we get that nice retrace once again. Looking for the weakness in the FTSE 100. Now, this is all on expectations of weakness coming into the markets. However, there is still the possibility that these levels will hold. And the market is currently uptrending. We're failing to break below the previous swing, so we're making the low, the high, the higher low, the higher high, the higher low, the higher high. We've pulled back. The market is not breaking below the previous lows. So we are still technically in an uptrend. We're on sloping support. These areas remain good for potential buy positions going into next week. Now we want to also be a little bit careful because up above we have a resistance area right here. previous all-time highs on the swing up. You can see the market repeatedly testing these levels right here. And these are the main zones I am going to be watching next week. So we have the key support. We're watching for this area to break. We also have resistance up above. And really all eyes are on the sloping trend lines to see if the FTSE holds at these levels, continues to hold at these levels, or if we start to break through, signifying potentially further weakness coming into this market. Okay guys, as always, I hope that was helpful. I hope you all have a great trading week. I'm James Orr, and thank you.